Great Rise of Beautiful Beings. So after I post that I'm glad I didn't bring my chips with me, my Lay's chips. The reason why I have the Lay's chips or any plain chip is for the salt, okay? So I won't just go put salt on my hand and eat it. Because when you're eating a bunch of plants, sooner or later you're gonna need your iodine and your salts and stuff. And I do my sea moss, my kelp, my bladderwrack, which you should definitely support the channel and purchase 180 capsules. But I be doing the corn nuts, and I mean I devoured these. And I got the Lay's chips at home, but I also bought this because I was like, man, I'm in an emergency crisis right now. I went the whole day and I didn't eat my salad, and I usually sprinkle my salt on my salad. And look how beautiful that is. We got everything in there, right? And all it is oil, olive oil, seasonings, and lime juice. And as you can see, I'm using a dehydrated lime. One that's hard on the outside, still juicy on the inside. Still juicy on the inside. So they're selling us fruits and vegetables from outside the country. They're not growing. They're not selling us stuff farmed in the United States. These strawberries look so pretty, smell good. But when you taste it, I made this salad myself. I chopped this up. They smell old. Like when you just smell it, it's nice, vibrant. But when you taste it, it smells old. Like they didn't come straight from the farm. Like they've been in a gas chamber. And I got my grapes. The green grapes smell fresh. I don't know what it is. The only thing that tastes fresh from Target groceries is the cucumbers and the greens, the mixed greens. Everything else from Target tastes old. Let me tell you what else they doing. All the old citrus from last year, they're rolling it out now. They not doing it at all the stores. Certain stores gonna have fresh shit, some stores gonna have old shit. Food Lion had all old citrus. Food Lion had all old citrus, y'all. This all-purpose seasoning, the usual. It ain't really got no garlic in it. I love garlic, but now I understand what Dr. Sebi is saying about garlic. So, I'm learning now that I have inflammation in my digestion. So, the top intestines is fine. It's the lower intestines and the colon. And when your intestines is inflamed, it can leach into your genitalia. So it leaches into my uterus, which causes more problems. Which causes more problems. So if I eat a salad full of garlic, I'm fine up top. But by the time the acid from my stomach get with the acid of the garlic is already naturally like 5.0, 6.0. But when it gets in your system, it's like 3.0 to 1.0. It's very toxic. So about time to get down to my lower GI, it becomes very acidic. So acidic that it could give a person ulcers. That's how acidic it gets. When you see a person with an ulcer, they done let inflammation set in, acid set in on their intestines. Yeah. They done let some sit on them like hot lead. So, me being a female, my body purged the acid out. How does it purge the acid out? It purges the acid out by bleeding. Yep. That's what saved me. Imagine if a woman removed her uterus and she's going through ketoacidosis or some type of impurity. How's she going to get it out of her system? If she can't bleed it out. There's a reason why you're bleeding. If you ever run into a person like me, you might get some help. You might get guided towards recovery. There's a reason why you're bleeding. And it don't mean remove what you need. I'll give you another example. For instance, this is all hypothetically, allegedly, theoretically, right? I'm not a doctor. I'm not a nutritionist. None of that. So seek help after you listen to this video. Imagine your arteries are forming a blood clot, right? It could be in your neck, going up to your brain. It could be somewhere in here close by your heart. But if you have a working uterus and your mitochondrial DNA is working and functioning properly, it will purge that clot to go down out of your body through what? The uterus. If you remove the uterus, how you gonna get the clot out of your body? You gotta have surgery. Shoot, this is a fruit salad, huh? I was talking to a relative. I said, whatever you do, never be tricked out of removing your thyroid or your uterus. Never. And if they don't allow this video on YouTube, you should quit fucking with YouTube. These people around here botching women and then putting the woman on medication. When all she got to do is turn to God, turn to nature. I do it all the time. I go 2 and 3 years, God and nature, and then I might fall off the bandwagon. And detour for about 2-3 years. But God and nature is where it's at. God and nature is where it's at. Another thing, a man, same issue. Probably got a clot going up to the brain, or a clot going to the heart, or a clot in his artery. How is he supposed to get it out? It got to come out of hole. It's gonna come out of the genitalia or his anus. They may tell you, oh, you had a kidney stone. You didn't have no kidney stone. Your body was getting rid of a clot. If your body not functioning properly and you're not eating food with information, you might can't purge it. Well, I'm gonna finish, y'all. Can we get some more lemon juice? Them onions make everything better. All I can say is, you are information. You are light. You are light codes. Eat foods with seeds in it. So you can get the information. Grow your own food and learn to purify your own water. If you don't have a traveling job, you should have more than enough time to experiment on yourself. Me driving a truck, this is all I need to eat. I'm not burning no calories. I love going out eating. I love trying new shit. But when it comes down to it, I ain't burning no calories. So what I need to do? Eat a plant-based diet. When I first started driving truck 13 years ago, my grandmother said, now baby, eat as many plants as you can. She would tell me, eat canned corn, eat your can of beans. No, she said, eat your can of green beans. She said, don't you go out there eating all that truck stop food and fast food. What I did, went out there and started eating like I ain't never had money before in my life. And became a diabetic. Became ketoacidosis. Them strawberries taste. Oh, y'all. They pretty, but they put some type of preservative on them. My onions, they get a little more seasoning. Yeah. I had a garlic herb sea salt seasoning. It had like oregano, parsley, thyme, garlic in it with sea salt and black pepper. And I was using so much of it because it was actually more herbs than this salt. And I was using so much of it, but by the time it got down to my lower GI, by my colon, it was inflaming me. It didn't matter how many vegetables I ate, it was inflaming me. So I couldn't eat it. I had to throw it away. I didn't even give it to my mom. I think I paid like $4 for the jar of seasoning. So when I need something oniony and garlicky, I just use onions and shallots. And every salad I've eaten for 2 weeks now has only been grapeseed oil, olive oil, lime, and seasoning. You see that little juice in there? I want that. That was delicious. I told y'all I like to eat. Whether we have it, try your best to protect yourself. You're in a truck, you ain't burning no calories. So eat as many plants, fruits and vegetables, produce as possible. Drink your water and quit removing body parts. Because when you need to purge, you need your whole body to keep you functioning. Okay? So there we have it. Unearth the Magic, the Truthful Deficit.